Hello, my name is Tamala Krickenberger, and I'm the Executive Director of Enrollment for Liberty University Online. And I'm coming to you today to share a devotional with you. The scripture is one of my very favorites and one that the Lord pretty consistently brings to mind when I'm feeling a little bit down in the dumps or overwhelmed and things like that. It's from the book of Galatians, chapter 6, verse 9, and it says, "Let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up." And that comes to mind particularly with education. So I remember being like a lot of you all, going back to school after a long period of time, and life was different when I went back to school, because when I went to school the first time I was out of high school. I didn't have really any responsibilities to anyone other than to me, and so the second time that I went back to school, I had a family. I was married, had a young child, worked full-time, was very active and involved in my home church, and I was fitting education into a very busy schedule as it was. And so what I had to figure out very quickly was how to prioritize my time. And that's what I think about when it says, let us not become weary in doing good. And doing good to me is planning ahead, preparing, knowing that my schedule was busy and I had a very finite period of time in order to get things done. I had to schedule my completing assignments, reading my textbooks when I did have those pockets of time. So I had an academic planner that I would write down every day. I have this amount of time and this is what I'm going to do. So chapters 1 and 2 I'm going to do on Tuesday. The discussion board I'm going to do from let's say 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. on Wednesday. So very specific with the time that I was planning ahead. And quite honestly, there were times that there were good things like ministry opportunities or outings with the family or special events that I was invited to be part of that I had to say no to because I had to get those things done. And in that present time, I wasn't happy about it, but I knew that by doing good that I would reap the harvest. And that's what the rest of the scripture says, where for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. And there were plenty of times that I felt like giving up, and I'm sure you feel that way sometimes too, but don't, because there is a harvest to reap. And here I am, several years later. Yes, I have my bachelor's degree. I also have a master's degree and currently pursuing a doctoral degree. And I came to Liberty because they invested so much into me as an online student that I wanted to give back. And so I encourage you to keep doing good, because at the proper time you will reap the harvest.